The atmosphere in rehearsals are, well, I always think the best kind, because they're free, they're open, and they're funny. Thank you, Barbara.
They are funny.
That's my, and you know, I hope there are a few laughs in this play. We're certainly looking for them. But by and large, the overall impression of this play is that it isn't too amusing. But it's very important to rehearse in that kind of atmosphere. And not just so that everyone's relaxed, that's important in itself, but out of that kind of ludic play come ideas. You know, people have notions, their imagination is sort of set free. But at the moment it's really good, and also we feel we're mining something new and approaching the play in a different way, but not in a way that, you know, how do you know this, but that Shakespeare would have minded. And every now and again we say, if he were in rehearsal, I'm sure he'd change that line. And because it's an unfinished play, I mean, if you read it with any degree of intensity, I think you would come to that conclusion. It was also never performed in his lifetime, so there's no feeling of it ever having happened. We didn't want to impose anything on the play, because there are always three periods in a play by, say, Shakespeare. There's the period that he's writing about, Athens before Christ. There's the period in which he's writing it, Jacobean England, and there's now the period that we're all in. And all the most interesting productions, to my mind, combine the three, but it's always a balancing act. I mean, daily, if there's a word that has to be changed, we say, no, that's hitting the nail on the head too much. That looks as if we're forcing the play into something that it can't really occupy. So we were always trying to create a balance, a sort of ambiguous balance, if you like. And that, I think, is true to the spirit of Shakespeare, who is regularly ambiguous and contradictory. What I mean by that is, one minute you're thinking one thing, and the next minute you're thinking, hang on a minute. And that, to me, is how a play, a group of actors, engages an audience.